Alright, howdy everybody, it is Brian, Indiana Creek Gold. Right up there's the cabin. Right there's the creek. The water has dropped down substantially from what it was, actually. We had all the ice melt off and everything shot way up. But we're on our first prospecting expedition of sorts of 2023. I brought these 2 buckets of cons back from the last expedition me and old Richard A3 Sky Warrior made there in the middle of December, and they've been up at the house. So the plan is to drag this heavy ass sled up here. This is going to be tricky, and I should have a sluice under the water, or under the bridge. Come on, I just lost the backpack. Alright, pause. We have returned. That hung over this ever since we've lived here, sort of like a cool archway, but it fell out. So it's time to get a chainsaw down here. Make for some good firewood. It's just a pain getting it up the hill. See the kayak over there, the blue. I'm gonna shut this down and get back to you. All right, we have made it, and we can throw a sluice in the water down here, but somebody's been down here screwing around where they shouldn't be. One of my hex pans sitting there. I'd say it's floated down to here. There's my RPE sluice and the shovel that's usually up tucked under the bridge right here. My daughter, a while back, we had a little bit of snow. She said that there was a couple sets of footprints going down over the side of the bridge where we walk up and down here all the time, but nobody had been down here. Said she drove up there and looked, and nobody was down here then. But somebody's definitely been down here. Okay, well, let's get this baby set up. I think anywhere here on this bedrock will do. Spot right here is looking mighty good to me. A bunch of that stuff broke up. A bunch more crevicing to do this next year. A lot of this stuff's flaking off. So let me get this sluice set up. And the bastard sold my fucking chair too. Excuse my language. I had a wrought iron chair that I'll leave sitting down here. Too heavy to float away. So, I mean, it just sits down here, and I had it was over there. So, I put a trail cam down here. We got one that sends pictures directly to the phone. So I'll be down here kicking somebody's ass. So let me get this set up, and we'll run some material. All right, we are ready to rock. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of the shell has blew off this year. For some fun. Alright, we're going to see what happens here. See how the flow is. Let's classify a little bigger than what I would like. Flow is not very good. By golly. Alright. Shit. I'm gonna have to work on that. Be back. Alright. Far from perfect. But I think it might be gonna work slowly. Sort of did the trick where I did there a couple weeks ago when we went out. I just do not have the flow I need for sure. But we're getting by. Gonna be slow going. There ain't really any big rocks to use. Find a little water in here. That's gonna go across there, and I think I'll get over my boots. Getting into anything over there. So, shoot, let me try to modify this some. There, a little better. Not much. We ain't gonna be losing any gold today, folks. For sure, it is good to be out though. See, it's moving it. Slowly but surely. I got an hour or so to kill before Jackson gets off the bus. I'm sweating, folks. It's freaking 60-some degrees out in Indiana today. 4 or 5 days ago, this creek was solid ice. As per typical Indiana weather. Yeah, we're moving a little material. We'll be alright. Like I said, it ain't optimum, but rarely out in the field things are. Prospector's ball. Yesterday over there at Vendetta's was literally a ball. That was a blast. I got to stick around for most of it. Congratulations, Doug Odette. Cleaning house, well deserved. Middle of prospecting. I know Flower Gold Wizards won something. Oh, the hardest digger. I know I was in the running there, you know, second and third place for a lot of that stuff, and I was just greatly appreciated for nominations, period. We tried to get with it. We have some awesome material that we're going to get into in 2023. You know it's there. Working out a deal hopefully for a high banker and 3-inch dredge combo off a fella. Me and old Richard, Rain Man, A3 Skywater is going to go in on that deal and find some serious gold. I mean, we're finding decent gold, but we're not sweeping the floor. I mean, that 1.38 piece I found last year, I literally had my trowel and was scraping off material in a big divot on top of a piece of bedrock that we had dug down to. So, I mean, the little hand dredges and stuff just ain't cutting it. We're leaving all the big gold down in the cracks and sitting on bedrock. We're stomping around on it. So, need another high banker. Ron's got that beast that Luke Duke made. So, you know, and then have the dredge to sweep the floor once we dig down to the bedrock is the plan. And after that, I think the only thing I need is some kind of recirculating sluice so I could run buckets of material at home. I was talking to Mike about that, little brother Vendetta today. Yeah, I need something. A small high banker or recirculating sluice that could be taken out in the field, you know, or used out on the deck. Running this, so I have to drag buckets down over the hill and try to put a sluice in the water when it's far from optimal conditions. I don't have near enough drop on that either. RPE is still moving material. Look at that. Really low water flow, and the angle is not right. Should be dropped down. But we're looking for gold in 2023, first time. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I need to get a bit deep, or I'd go up there and get some material if we had time. Another day, another day. And this is all stuff that I got in that wash through creek. You see I'm loading that entirely too much. But hopefully the ripples will catch everything. Being impatient here. But this is all, should be all flood gold, small gold in here with a few, I found a few nice little flakes in there. That sluice hack, we got them rocks sort of squeezed in on that, the header part of the sluice, creating a little turbulence. Reckon a little more of that water flow where I need it. It is nice out. If I catch a smallmouth, they're about fishing pole with me. There, I'll be a little more patient with it. Still all that stuff piled up there. But yeah, good things to come in 2023. We're going to get serious about it, get jiggy with it. All that good stuff. Talked to a couple fellows from up north. Try to get with them. We was going to try to go out Sunday, but everything, the water jumped up because the ice melted off. Nothing was workable around here. This creek was, I don't know, would be up to my knees now. But it was running the other day. Ours, when the ice came on. Alright, we're about there on this bucket. Getting there, scraping bottom. Watching the RPE flow. Love it. Alright, I'm going to finish running this. And then we're going to do a clean out. If I had my, which I've got it, I guess, the prototype RPE, I would just run the bucket, the other bucket. But seeing how this thing's sort of loading up, it's not moving material like it should. I think we're going to go ahead and dump this out. And then we'll run the other bucket. So we'll be right back. Alright. Clean that baby up. If there was any, there's usually visible gold up here, but I tipped it back a little bit when I was picking it up out of the water and washed a bunch of material up over it. So if there's gold up there in the front, I covered it up. But we have our XP pan there. Got one of my hex pans here. I really like this green one. This is the bridge pan. At least people that was down here didn't steal my RPE and pan. Like they might have left in a hurry. Stuff had just thrown up on the bank. Glad it didn't flood any worse than what it did. It didn't really flood. Water just came up. Looking mighty dark. I had these two buckets of material when we went up there. The buckets that I ran, I think I did on video the cleanup. There's a bunch of gold in it, but that was mainly surface gold, really. This is the stuff right off the bottom where I was scraping bedrock. But then again, like I said, all we're doing is scraping bedrock. So see, and I'm trusting those big old riffles of this X-Pan. Them things ain't like 90, they like angle up in there, and they catch what's important. So I just want to get this work down, and we'll get an idea, maybe. See if there's any gold to be found. When it's cloudy like this, it's hard to see stuff shining, but looks like there's a piece showing up right there. I just washed out. So that was about a half a bucket, maybe not quite half. Alright, let's get rid of this stuff here. Then we'll tap, 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 tap. Not seeing much. Bunch of small stuff. I should reset on that. Not good. I was talking to, I might have mentioned this before, talking to Coulter Young one time, and he had been out, miningmagnets.com, makes magnetic separators. He's an experienced miner, and he was on some river somewhere, some famous river, and people's dredging, finding gold, and said he was up there and taking the top 10 inches of material off and getting them kind of flood gold, and that seems to sort of be the case down there where this came from. Let's blast through this other and see what we come up with. I think I've got time. Alright, I think I got it set up a little bit better this time. Seems to be running a little bit hotter. I think the water's coming up too. That's probably helping my cause. So I can get more leaves and crap floating down. Now we'll take these ponds up there and go through them with the rest of them I got. I just can't believe that there wasn't more gold in there than that stuff. Like I said, but it's so dark out today. It's hard to see that little micro gold when the sun's shining on it. But I don't the first time I think Richard came up here and we worked material from over in the area where this came from, we got into really good gold for about 10 inches. And then it slacked off. You know, big time. You know, we got down to some big cobble and found a little bit more gold, you know, probably from a different period. Yeah, it's definitely working material a little bit better. So we'll see what we come up with. I'll take a break from the video. Y'all just think I'll watch shoveling material in the sluice. And then we will do a little bit of cleanup again and see if we can see anything. Maybe we'll turn the light on the phone. See if we can get something to shine. It's starting to rain. Damn it, it's starting to rain. Alrighty. I rinsed out the bottom of the bucket. We'll see if there's anything in here we can see. Just letting the RPE run, clean out. You'd be heading up the house. Jackie Poo will be getting off the bus here shortly. Be wondering where the hell everybody's at. I appreciate everybody watching here. This has not been a big spectacular video by any means, but wanted to get out and play. Weather was nice. You never know how much more of that you get in Indiana. Not looking good. At all. Few pieces of let me see it right there, and there. Flood gold. Nice to get a flake or two, but so we didn't expect a whole lot of big stuff. And we'll try to do a wash back in this. I don't know if I can pan with that into the head span or not. We'll find out here shortly. Alright, let me go grab that and bring it back. Alright, we'll see how this works. Probably not very well. Yeah. This right before this. Just want to get some of this flake off and hand it back. Power painting. Them big old riffles do the job. See, there should be more garnet sands and black sands than what I'm running into. Then we'll take all these cons up and run them through the blue bowl. So I got some gold showing up right there, fire gold. Yeah. Asshole neighbor out cutting wood. Another piece just washed down. I'll get rid of this stuff here. Trying to get to where the glare ain't horrible, but I don't think that's going to happen. Showing up. Not much. Up there. Got this washed down. This rain is starting to splash down here. Like the worst RPE sluice cleanup ever. See that little bitty stuff, my hands, but I can't zoom in. But yeah, pretty poor results there. So that tells me, I mean, there's probably big gold sitting on that bedrock that I got down to. But yeah, that last 10 inches or so just did not really produce the gold. Of course, we'll classify this stuff down and run it through the blue bowl and see what's really there. But yeah, I think that blonde sand is sitting on top and it gets down to a thick, almost clay layer, and then you get down to the cobble. But yeah, I think that flood gold's the way to go with that easy stuff on top. Well, very disappointing, but you'll have that. Like I said, it's probably about my worst cleanup ever. And the other two buckets blew me away, that top material. So, lesson learned. Go back, get the easy stuff, because that's what seemed to keep paying off on that little side creek. So I'm going to jump on off of here. Like I said, we'll run that stuff, keep it separate, run through the blue bowl. I need to head up the house, get a kid off the bus. I appreciate you all tagging along.